The stream is now live. If anybody also has any words of wisdom, feel free to share it. But this is us. Here we are heading into Camp Charts day number 2. Day number 2, Camp Charts by Tametheark. We're going to do spot and futures trading on the WEEX platform from some of the stuff that we learned yesterday that involved the indicators like MACD, relative strength index. We're going to go over some bullish and bearish divergence. We're going to look at the parabolic SAR. Welcome to day number 2. I'm going to wait about 3 minutes before we start. Just wanted to be here early for the people that wanted to watch, because we have a lot to cover today. It's going to be about 3 hours. If you don't have 3 hours, don't worry. This is going to be recorded. I'll share this in there as well. Just sharing this with the other people. All right, so guys, yesterday we had a very good stream about trading indicators. We talked about MACD, relative strength index, and we had a little bit of homework as well for you guys to come up with a chart based off of what you learned. Only one person did that so far. If nobody else does it, that person is going to win by default. Probably that person wins by default. What's up, Mar? What's up, Tel1? So, in the Discord, I did mention for the Camp Charts homework, use the GameStop chart and post in charts the best time traders could have entered trades and exited based on RSI plus MACD combinations on the weekly time frame. Best chart gets a prize of 100 USDT. When I go to the charts channel, the only person that's done it so far is Newman, and he did this chart. He had the red block up here on the MACD, and RSI at I don't know what price it was though, or date. I would have to expand this. If you're watching Newman, please possibly also add the price in here too. But this looks like it's a good entry right here on the weekly. This lines up pretty well. Yeah, this lines up pretty well. It's similar to what I had in the video for some of the trades, but I see the dates around the end of May, I assume. But it would be nice to see the price. I'm gonna ask him in the charts channel real quick. And sometimes when we're charting stocks, we have to make sure we're not doing the weekend. But if you guys are in a voice chat, we have 13 people in a voice chat today. We had a recent orange block over here. As you can see, the price is going up a little bit. It's not a red block yet, just the orange block. Caution area. Don't over leverage, because the people that got in on the green blocks are at an advantage. They're at an advantage. So if you got any green blocks here, you're over 1% ahead of the people that got in over here. If we came through these liquidations above 13 cents, I would probably do a red block. No, you still have time to do the homework, Joe King. You guys still have time to go do that homework and get your stuff in there. I encourage you to do it. Do it now if you don't have time. You're going to learn a lot in today's stream. We're going to go over some of the trading strategies that you can incorporate based off of what we saw yesterday. And we're going to see how it works in real time. It's always very easy to trade when you're looking back at the past data and making trades on the past data. But if you don't know what's happening, Like right now. Even though I have an orange block, I would go long on the next retest if there's a retest. That's why I'm trying to get this stream started up pretty soon for you guys. I think 7 p.m. is a good time. An hour ago, we were near top. That would have been a very bad entry for a long an hour ago, because as you can see, it was at the local top and price dropped by over 0.5%. If you guys are not familiar, we have a playlist as well for this. So check the playlist for these videos. I'm going to get a Discord invite to one of the students that stood in the class for free as well. Save them $50 before we get started. They sent me a good chart for some of the homework that they had done last night as well. And they even also talked about another indicator. What's up, Mike? Hello, Johnny. All right. We're going to take a few more minutes, let other people come into the channel, and then we're going to start talking about a trading strategy on WEEX. In the past, when I do futures, I like to use a $0 liquidation strategy or a halfway mark strategy. If Bitcoin's at 62,000, probably for the halfway strategy, have $31,000 liquidation. We'll go over the math and stuff as well today. This is day number 2. And then if you're here tomorrow, make sure that you put your MetaMask address to get some more free crypto tomorrow. I have 21 people, and about 18 of those people gave me their MetaMask. So I'll be sending out their crypto after this stream tonight so that they're ready for tomorrow's lesson. And when we do this, tomorrow's lesson is going to be a little bit more complicated. Today is just very straightforward. I'm going to have the WEEX platform on the screen. You're going to see everything. It's going to be easy for you to follow along if you are following along. I sent out over $50 so far to some of the students that followed the steps and gave me their address to send the money to. If you didn't send me your address, I couldn't send you any money. No, the WEEX is fine if you just wanted to do the WEEX part till 1. I put the WEEX link for the free airdrop as well in the chat, so we're gonna start soon. What's up, Abundance? The people on Discord, they're able to see this as well already. Let's go ahead and jump into it. We have 40 people. That's enough to start learning. Let me go over here to the charts. So we're going to go over a trading strategy. And in the past, some of you guys may have seen my $0 liquidation strategy. Well, on WEEX, I'm going to try something similar. I'm going to try a 50 times strategy, $0 liquidation, as close to 0 as possible. Let's go down here. This is our charts over here. As we can see, we're going to switch everything to the weekly time frame first to see which one we want to trade. Which one do we want to trade? Put everything on the weekly. Trading view at the top. Change this time frame to the weekly. Bitcoin weekly, Dogecoin weekly, Ethereum weekly, and ETH weekly. We're going to look at the RSI and everything. Ignore the price for now. Okay. I think I see our candidate. Our most oversold RSI and recovering is the ETH and Doge. These are the two. So let me put a green block for the ETH and Doge weekly RSI levels. So These two are going to be my two candidates that I'm going to trade. And you guys spam the chat real quick on YouTube. ETHW or Doge, which one do you want to see me trading today? ETHW or Doge? Spam it in chat. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what the people want. Doge, 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 Doge. All right, we're going to trade the Doge. But ETHW also is at a good technical level on the weekly. All right, we're going to go with Dogecoin. Great. Let's zoom in on the Dogecoin chart specifically. I don't want to use this chart. Let's go over here. I have another chart in my layouts. So this is going to be the Dogecoin chart. We're going to trade Doge. Let's use TradingView real quick. Start charting it. To decide, do we want to short Doge or do we want to long Doge? Well, let's start with the weekly RSI. Weekly RSI is recovering from being oversold, so that's good. It met my first requirement. Weekly RSI recovered from oversold. Good. Let me add a sheet real quick to keep documentation. Weekly RSI recovered from oversold. So weekly RSI recovered from being oversold. Great. I'm going to add this to a chart and refresh every time as well. Let's see. Weekly RSI oversold. Great. Is it daily at least oversold? Let's check it out. The daily RSI. Yes, daily recovered from being oversold. Let's add that on there. All right. 2. Daily RSI recovered from oversold. It's not completely oversold, so we won't get the best price, but it did recover. So check. Add that on there. All right. Let's check the 4-hour. 4 hours not completely overbought, but it is halfway. So it is going to be a riskier trade. 4-hour RSI isn't completely oversold. So our trades will be riskier. So, all right, add that on there. Trades will be riskier because the 4-hour RSI is already up here. Price could start coming down. So let's go a little bit lower. 1 hour is 1 hour RSI is overbought. We see our SI down here. It's a tough one. Let's check the 30-minute time frame though. Oh yeah, 30 minutes overbought. These trades are going to be risky. 15 minutes recovering. Let's check the 1 minute. 1 minute completely overbought. How about this? At a minimum, let's wait for this 1 minute to cool down before we even make an entry. So I'll wait for 1 minute RSI to go oversold. So that's my strategy here. I will wait for this 1 minute RSI to go oversold because the other ones don't line up. I wish everything lined up perfectly, but they don't line up perfectly right now. And let's check out the price of Doge real quick. 12.52. So let's start charting this out real quick. I'm going to do an orange block up here just for me to know because it's risky. But I do see a little bit of volume coming in here as well. When I see this RSI turn to cool down, I look at the MACD as well. It's a tough one. It might be a breakout trade. We can enter a trade and do a stop loss. So go over here. We're going to go to the WEEX platform. I'm going to go to my wallet and transfer some money into futures for you guys. I cleared out the stuff earlier when I was sending out to you guys. So we're going to transfer at the top. And then I'm going to go from spot to futures. Let's do all of this. Or let's just do $500. Now I'm going to go to Futures Pro, click the drop down, boom. This website's a little bit hard to read, so I might have to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to click this drop down. I'm going to go to Doge. Cool thing about this platform, I can chart on here as well. So I have the volume on here. I have some other indicators. But let's look at the chart on TradingView real quick. You can also do a chart on here. I can zoom in, do the chart really big. I can zoom in for you guys as well, so it's easier to see. At the top here, we can add our indicators. Let me see what indicators I already have. Moving average, 30, 15, 10. Let me take off all those moving averages. And let me go add RSI for my indicator. Favorite MACD. PSAR. Parabolic SAR. And we're going to try to find an entry for a trade. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Let's make this a little bit bigger if we can. So I have my RSI here. I like to have yellow for my RSI. And for my MACD, I like to have yellow for MACD line, white for signal line. Just how I recognize things. All right, so here's what we see for Doge. The RSI did cool down on 1 minute. Sorry, the daily. And we started climbing. So we do have potential for like a very good swing trade. This 1 minute RSI, I was trying to wait till it cools down a little bit. As 5 minute RSI is still trying to cool down from that last area. 15 minutes and 30 minutes as well are up there. And then the hourly is up there as well. Actually, this RSI is not the same as my trading view. Let me go to the setting, put my length at 6. Sorry. So the 1 minute still completely overbought for this RSI. And looking at the price, I think it's possible to do a trade on the 4 hour, try to get a trade within the next 3 hours. Could probably make some profits on that trade. Go back over here to the chart. And what I'm going to do here, I've been seeing some volume increase. So let's see if there's any bullish divergence. If there's bullish divergence or a bullish chart pattern, maybe it would make me go into the trade a little bit more. Breakout trades go broke. You are absolutely right. But it's not a breakout trade. This is a good swing trade on the weekly RSI. On the short time frame, yeah, it's a breakout trade. Let's check the 15 minutes. I don't see any really strong chart patterns. Let's check the 4 hour. Not really a good chart pattern as well on the 4 hour. But we do have a little bit of bullish divergence on the RSI when you look over here. The RSI was making higher lows while the price was making lower lows. A little bit of bullish RSI. I think we take the trade right now. We take the trade and let's go down here. Let's minimize it one more time. Let's close off the chart. I think 12.14 could be a decent entry. And I'm going to use cross margin combined. Cross margin combined for this. I have $500 in here. If you look right here at the bottom, $500 for the balance. And for $500, let's change this to USDT. I'm missing the trade. Let's put 100. Nope, 500 USDT. That'll put about $10 margin, I believe. And I would never be liquidate on this trade. Let's go a little bit riskier. Let's put 5,000. That'd be 100 USDT. My liquidation price would be 11.349. Let's do it. I may miss the entry if the price doesn't come back down, but the open position is right here. 12.25. 12,523. So I'm going to try to get the entry. And we're going to add a call out on the chart as well. All right, so my order did start filling over here. All right, I'll keep this green. So my order filled a little bit so far. I do have a very high liquidation price. This is going to be a very risky trade. But my total risk is that combined margin, 500 USDT. If you guys want to join this platform as well, I'll put the link to the chat. They are doing an airdrop for their token. But let's see how much money I can make from this trade. So I'm already in the trade. It's already trying to fill my order. It filled less than half, but I'm still in there. I have a decent amount of margin in the trade. Let's see. It's going to come back down. It should come back down a little bit more just so my order fills over here. Possibly in the future, but I'm using 50 times because 50 times leverage on this platform. You can use a little bit more margin. But let me show you real quick. Let's zoom in here. This is my entry, and they put a bar right here automatically. So they put the long right here, which is good. The price comes back down, the rest of my orders should start filling. And then I can show you guys about where I would probably consider taking profits on this trade. It's bouncing off of where I entered. All right, if we come below this line, the rest of my orders should start filling. Let's watch down here a little bit more about my order filling, just so we can see. All right, so I have about $8 margin in the trade, and I'm on 50 times leverage. So let me teach you the math real quick. Let me show you the math. 50 leverage 50 times means I gain or lose 50% of my margin per 1% move. It's very simple. That's all this means. So every time the price moves 1% up, I gain half of my margin in this trade. Every time the price goes 1% down, I'm losing half of that margin per trade. So this is about $8.20 so far. It's still coming back down, trying to fill my order. By the way, you get cheaper trading fees if you let your order come to you. It's going to be a little bit cheaper. If you do market buy, market sell, you're going to have higher fees. For this trade, it's a super risky trade. Super risky trade. I wouldn't recommend you put $500. So far it says I would never be liquidate on this trade though, because the rest of the order did not fill yet. It only filled maybe 10% of my order. So by the time this order is done, I'll have about $82 margin, which means every 1% price goes up, I gain $42. Every time 1% down, I'm losing 42. And if it goes down a little bit over 10%, to about 12%, I would be liquidate on this trade. And while I'm waiting on this order to fill, what I'm going to do, go back to the trading view. Since I already have the entry right here, 12,523, I'm going to put this on my chart. So this was my long at 12,523, and let's add a line as well. So this is my entry down here. This is where I went long, using 50 times leverage. But this is on cross margin, so I have a little bit room to go. After the rest of my order fills, I'll chart the liquidation price. But let's start thinking about how we could take profits on a trade like this for Doge. Let me add up here. This is Doge. This is Doge. You guys wanted me to trade Doge. If the price can come back down here, fill the rest of my order, it could be a decent trade. Let's look at my indicators real quick. Liquidation levels. Let's go to the 4-hour chart for liquidation levels to see what this looks like on the 4-hour. So with the liquidation levels, I see that the top of liquidations for Doge goes up to about 14 cents. Let me double check this is working right. Let me double check this 4-hour. Yeah, that's right. I just needed to look at another chart. I see Doge is going up though from this area. Let's check about Bitcoin and all the other cryptos while this is happening though to see if they're going up as well. It looks like everything else is going up. We did have the orange caution block, but that doesn't mean sell. It just means be cautious. If Doge clears this liquidation block on the 5 minutes, where will we end up on price for taking profits? 12.99 up to 13 cents. That could be a decent trade. And that probably could get filled by the next 3 hours for the stream if we wanted to take profits within 3 hours. But if we wanted to go a little bit longer, what I would do, I would go back to the other chart, zoom in. The top of 4-hour liquidation is 13,967. So 13,967 is going to be the top of these shorts liquidations right here. Basically, that means that the people that over leverage on their shorts for Doge would be liquidate if we come up to this zone. Let's go back to WEEX, see if my order filled all the way yet. Okay. My order filled all the way. Good news. My liquidation price is going to be 11,349. Let's add that to the chart. My liquidation price, 11,349. It's going to be down here. And this is a risky trade. So about this area, once we start crossing under here, I would be liquidated. And keep in mind, this is a risky trade. I'm only risking $500. So if this fails, my maximum loss, $500. I'm not going to use a stop loss for this strategy because if we come down under here, I would just go long with other funds on another trade. So my liquidation. It's like 11,499 something. Let me double check that liquidation price. 11,349. 11,349. So that's even more room. So I'll put the line at right here. And you guys can watch. If I get liquidated on stream, could be entertaining for some of you guys. But we're learning a little bit here about this high risk trade. It's not the most optimal strategy. This is that early strategy for like the best trade that we can get at this time. And if we can come up here to take profits, what would our RSI be? Would it be overbought or oversold? Ideally, when I'm taking profits, the RSI is completely overbought. So what I can do over here, this one's a cool feature. You go to the trading view, let's say 4-hour. I right click the indicator, add alert on RSI, and if it crosses over 94 for my RSI 4-hour, it would alert me. And I can make this expiration and Like, I can make it in tomorrow so that it doesn't stay. And I'll do the alert one time. And for a notification, it could send out an email. You can make a sound as well. This is really loud on your phone if you have TradingView on your phone for alerts. There's even ways that you could get notifications apps. That's what I like. I have the app on my phone, so it would notify me on my phone as well. Make sure you have notification turned on your phone. But if this RSI went to 94 all the way up here on the 4 hour, I would probably consider taking profits. That's another 54% gain on RSI. So that's at least by minimum 10% for the price to go up before taking profits. So let's go back over here. And I'm going to look at the chart over here. Let's say 10% from this price. I'm going to use the measuring tool on the left side. And up to here. 3% for the liquidations. If we go to 13 cents, that would be 3.89%. So let me do the math over here. 0.13 would be about 3 let's see. For my entry, my exact entry, 12,523. We have to zoom in here. 12.25 to 13. About 3.7%, 3.75%. So my profit would be about 50%, 50 times, so 0.50 times my margin. How much margin did I put in the trade, guys? Right here, my margin's 99.93. Let's just say $100 even. Let's say that's $100 margin even, so that the math is simple. Profit equals 0.50 times $100. Put this inside the range. And then we got to multiply that. So I'm earning half of $100 every percent the price goes up times 3.75 equals so $50 times 3.75. That'd be about $187. So if I take profits up here at 13 cents, I would earn $187 on this position. If price hits 11, my liquidation down here, I would lose $500. That's how much margin I have in the trade. If price goes to so I would lose $500 on this liquidation if we go to this area. Some of you guys, I gave you the free crypto earlier. You don't have to do $500. I only give you $10, so probably don't use more than $10 in a trade for the whole cross margin balance. And we're going to look here. The price is still about at my entry. Let's go a little bit deeper though. Let's look at the RSI levels. 5 minute, we are still in that overbought range coming out. But the thing that we had was this bullish divergence. You see this indicator? I showed it yesterday. It helps you visualize the RSI divergence, and the green shows that we are bullish. And my parabolic SAR still shows that we are upwards in the trade on the 5 minutes. But 5 minutes is a little bit low time frame. Let's check this 15-minute time frame. Every time I change the chart time, the prices look weird. But when I look at the RSI and liquidations on 15, we still have gas to go up. Yes, we could come down bottom these liquidations, but still not hit my liquidation unless it gaps down. But the 15-minute RSI is overbought. The 4 hour still has room to go up, and the daily has a lot of room to go up. Daily's halfway. This could be a good, decent scalp for me. But let's go over here to the spot trading, because some of you guys, I gave you $10 and what you can do on spot trading. Let's think about entries. What do you do when money's just sitting around? Well, if you're spot trading and you think the price is going to come down, if you think it will drop down through liquidations or down to oversold periods or even halfway, we look, this halfway is about 11.962. Well, when we were oversold up here earlier, Doge was at 12.7. If you look at the weekly RSI, remember the weekly RSI is in the favor of Doge. Doge is oversold on the weekly RSI and has so much potential to go up. It is in a risky area on the shorter time frames, but the weekly RSI is in the favor, and that's what I like. So this is a good area to enter longs. RSI completely RSI oversold and recovering on weekly. This is what you want to see on that weekly. And we're going to go back over here to the chart. Let's watch it on the, let's go to the daily. Daily still has room to go. Daily RSI already got oversold. Let's see what price it was oversold on the daily right here. So when Doge was at 11,385, it was oversold. So strong support, probably really strong support. If you look at these wicks down, the wicks on the bottom side will help determine where we have support at. It shows where traders bought it. And when you measure this gap from the wick to the body for Doge, this one was over 8%, and the second time was over 5%. So I think this is really strong support at 11,372. Let's go ahead and have that line added on our daily chart. 11,372. And let's zoom in here a little bit more. Maybe go down a little bit more. Let's add it at an angle. So we made a higher low. So this is also bullish. The higher lows are bullish for Doge. So on the daily, I know this is a very risky trade, but this could play out very big. And I'm willing to accept this $500 risk for this very risky trade. But it shows like 11,355 could be a strong support. And we have that support there for Doge. And look at my liquidation price. My liquidation price is just gapped down under here. So if I'm going to be liquidated on Doge at 11,349 on my futures position, would it make sense to buy it on spot at 11,35? Possibly. So let's go over to spot. We have a little bit of money left in spot. Go up here to the top. We're going to go to spot. We're going to go to Doge over here. And I'm going to do a limit order. GTC means good till canceled. I like that. We're going to go 0.1135 just in case the price of Doge drops down. And I'll drag this bar over. Let's put $50 if it goes down this low. So I could buy about 441 Doge. This is what $50 gets you nowadays. So we go liquidate my future position. At least I'll have some Doge on that spot bag down on the dip. And then over time, as you have more money and more trades, you can just do more limit orders as time goes by. And for this remaining $4, just in case stuff goes crazy, like 0.0055, in case Doge goes completely batshit to the ground, and that remaining $4 would give me about 791 Doge. Just worst case scenario. I don't like leaving money setting, so I'll just put it in like super low, crazy buy limit orders. Let's go back to the futures position, Futures Pro, and check how my Doge trade is going so far. I am negative about $8, so I see the price is down. I'm down 8% on my bag so far for this trade from the $500. I could up my liquidation price if I really want to do more contracts, but I'm comfortable with this liquidation price. I don't want to increase it because I showed you the chart earlier, and this is a risky trade. Even though it's a risky trade, my liquidation price is still underneath the liquidations we have, and our liquidation price is under the strong support that we have. I've seen many times though before we can wick down, hit the support, wick down like a fraction under it to liquidate all the high leverage people like me in this trade. So this is a risky trade, but I'm basing it off of some stuff we did yesterday. And I realized that I'm risking 500. I don't want to risk my whole bag. I'm not going to go into a trade like this. Like, don't go into a trade like this with your liquidation price this high using $50,000 or $100,000. No point do that. You can stick to spot trading so you have no liquidation. Because when you liquidate, you lose the money. It's gone. $50, $100, $500, $1,000, maybe $2,000 at most for the trades. But make sure you always have money that you can use to catch it down below, either on spot or other futures positions, and you're waiting on those trades if you are liquidated. We're going to go back to the 5 minutes here and look at my chart and see how this trade is going so far. So this is my long entry. If I take profits a little bit higher though, $14. How much would I earn at $14? Well, 12, 253, 25, 12, 5, 2, 3. It's not exact. I got to measure it exactly if I want the exact number, but we're just going to do about. So if we go up to 14 cents, I would earn about 11.8%. Price to 14 from entry is about 11.80%. So I would earn profit will be, it's going to be the same formula that we have over here, like half my margin. So 0.50 times 100 times 11.8 equals, and let's do this in a calculator, $50 times 11.8, $590. So actually, where would I be able to close this trade and have a free running trade, like lower my risk? Well, if I take at least $500 profit, I could let $90 run. So I'm earning about $50 per 1%. So if I let the price go up 10% and close it, that would put me at $500. So 10% from here would be about 13,781. Like that's just quick math because we're using 50 leverage and $100 to do it. But if we go to 13,781, it would earn me $500. And we're going to be watching the charts for a while as well. And I'm going to look at these indicators a little bit more. Let's go to the 15-minute and look at the MACD real quick to see what we're looking at. So the MACD was bullish momentum earlier, but it started to lose the bullish momentum. And since the MACD line is still above signal line, it's not all the way down yet. If it starts coming down under, like if this yellow line starts crossing under the white line, it could give us the bearish momentum starting. So we would really start picking up that bearish momentum if that happened. Are we doing that yet? Not yet. We're not doing that yet. I'll give you guys, let's see, is anybody else in that Dogecoin long or a Dogecoin long up here? So it's a risky trade. It's a risky trade. And I'm glad you guys picked Doge, because if Elon does a Doge tweet or something tonight, this price would start running. And that's just another fundamental to add on to the chart that we could incorporate with the trading strategy. And seeing that the weekly RSI was oversold and recovering, that's the number one thing that helped me get in this trade. If the weekly RSI was not oversold recovering, I would not have entered this trade yet. So the chart's lined up for this trade. If I want to make $500 though, I need the price to go up here to 13,781. Let's draw a line. So 13,781, I'm at $500. At 14 cents, I'm at $590. If I wait and take profits at 13 cents, I'll earn 187. What's the likelihood that we go up and hit these take profits before coming down to my entry or liquidation? Well, coming back to entry is going to be super high. Why do I say it could be super high? Because the moment I entered this trade, the weekly RSI was oversold, but the 5 minutes and lower time frames were in the overbought zone. So the chance of entry, high. Chance of the liquidations coming all the way down, that's a lot lower. And if I go out to the daily chart and look at some of these patterns here, I can see on this daily chart that we have that support still on that RSI getting oversold here. About 11.3 something. We had a lower high up here. But Doge right now, let's have so many drawings. So many drawings here. How about this? All right, let's delete all the drawings we did so far so we can focus on something else. Let's see if Doge is potentially breaking a daily downtrend. Let's put on the magnet. And we're going to get this trend line. Let's start up here at 22.88 cents. This was a good downtrend that Doge was trying to break. And when it broke it at 15, we went back up to 17. How far did that go up after breaking the downtrend? About 12%, 14% at least. And then from the recent area, this one's more broad. We don't have a lot of points of data because this drop happened a lot faster. So even right here, we're not even close to this line. We would get closer to the line over here. So I think that's not a bad area too for Doge. But this dropped down from the top here, 17 cents, until this local bottom was over 30% move. Looks like 34%. But since we are making those higher lows for Doge, and it's a barely higher low, we have to zoom out back over here. We made lower lows and then finally got a higher low on the daily right here. How many days apart was that? If it was at least 5 to 6 days, I think it's pretty substantial. 6 days. I think that's pretty good. 6 days minimum. So let's draw this. It's only 2 points of data so far. And this is very brutal. Like the way this looks is very brutal. So let me show you something real quick. We've hit it one time so far. Like let me draw this out real quick. Take off magnet. We're gonna go to the box draw. We got boom, 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 boom. We didn't even hit the top yet. before this bottom. So if Doge can come back up here, hit the top, that could be good for us. Bounce off close to my liquidation and then break out of this falling wedge area. It's not even a falling wedge yet though. So we don't really have a good pattern over here. But we are getting some higher supports for Doge. The only thing that scares me is back here when we were oversold on Doge a long time ago at the 7 cents to 9 cents range. When we broke this downtrend though, price went up. This downtrend is a way more broader time frame. We've been going for a while on this area, and we haven't even broke close to it yet. But just looking at this pattern here, I do see that it's better in this zone than this zone. So let me add that to this chart real quick as well. Like this zone right here would be a way better buy. Let's put it in a little bit green. And then this zone up here after you break out and break back above the 16 cents would be a good sell, like for taking profits. Like 16 cents up to here would be a better sell to take profits. And hopefully this kind of illustrates it. And then this zone right here, there's going to be some people taking profits, but they're just going to be waiting. Brum, 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 brum. So it could be like good take profits at 17 cents for Doge. And we do have that resistance at 17.5, but 17.54 would lick up. And then if we want the daily double top, would be about 22,869. So this could be a longer term take profit. If you're doing a longer term take profit, you can't be as over leveraged as we are in this current trade. But 22,754 would be a double top. $869 double top on daily. But this is a better take profit. Is safer. You have a higher chance of taking profits at 17.5 over 22, obviously. But we hit 22, that would be a big take profit. How much will we earn at $22? I mean, it's 22 cents. All right, let's and then like entries, let's add the entry on the chart here. Entries on the chart here that we have was about 12.523 range. Let me go back to the WEEX so we can look at that. 12.523. Let's copy this and go back over here. 11. So this was my entry, 12.523. And if you really want to get bold, you can go to like even 14 cents was the top of those liquidations on the daily. Let's add that up here too. I think about 14.3. Let's add this on the chart. So this is top of shorts on the daily, the 4 hour, 14.3. So we have 3 areas where we could take profits after entering this long on Doge, that are actually realistic, and then we can go out a little bit further. You guys might think this is wild, but before the weekly RSI is completely overbought again, oversaturated, 36 cents. So the price of Doge would be 36 cents before that weekly RSI is completely overbought. And let me how much profit will we earn from this trade? So we go to 36 cents. Let's do the math here. 0.36 minus 0.12523 divided by 0.12523. That's 187% move. Let me double check this. Yep, about 187%. So 187 times 50. That'd be $9,350 profit. So that's pretty big up there. That would be a lot of money. Let's do the math here. And I'm not guaranteeing that you would earn profits. So at 22.869, Doge would go up 82%. So 82.6 times 50 would be $4,130. And I'm just putting this to see how greedy I want to be for this trade. Because I have no feelings for this $500. I'm trading with money I don't care about. Let's do the math here about the 17.54. So this would be 40% move. So 40 times $50. That's about $2,000 profit. So that would be about $2,000 profit. So potentially I'm risking $500. If I want to put my minimum take profit, I'm risking $500 for $2,000 at the minimum. And at 14.3 top of shorts, let's do the math here. That'd be about 14%, so 14.189 times 50. That'd be about $709. So this is what I'm looking at here on this long. Long on Doge using 50 times leverage with $100 margin. Total balance and cross margin 500. Liquidation price. Let me get that liquidation price again real quick. I'm just going to copy and paste so I have the exact numbers. My liquidation price would be 11,349. All right. And then let's add 11,349 down here as well. So this is just understanding the risk right here. I could lose. I could lose $500 on this trade, or I have the potential to make upwards of 9,000, maybe even above 9,000 if I delay taking profits after 36, if possible. So let's add this one to the charts channel. This is an interesting chart to add. And I don't know which one you guys want me to take profits at, but on this stream, I may not take profits. Just want to show you the example of this trade to get us in this trade. Some trades last more than 3 hours. Like more than 3 hours. Some trades last 3 weeks. This could take weeks to fulfill for that top one. But the 14.3, that could take like 24 hours or less. How many trades taking 700 profit could I make before earning $9,000? I might be able to do this trade 10 times before it even goes to 36 cents. I could stack bags 10 times. So that's another thing to consider when you're trading futures. Would I feel a lot better if my liquidation was at 0? Would I sleep a lot better? Yes. But I'll sleep good regardless because this $500, I don't care about it. Trade what you're willing to lose so you sleep better at night. So I added that to the Discord if you guys want to watch this on the Discord as well. But realistically, if we go up to 14.3 and we're in a range, like in this range up here, 40% range for over a week, you would make more profit taking profit on these smaller trades and re-entering, taking profits. But we don't know if it's going to range. Sometimes we range at bottoms. But if we can range here like this, boom, 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 that would earn you more money taking profits on the quicker trades. You would have to do less work, though, if you're waiting to take that $9,000 profit at 36 cents. Keep in mind it's not guaranteed because you will lose the $500 margin in your cross margin if we hit 11.349 cents. I gave some of you guys $10 just to practice on $10 trades so you don't have to risk a lot of money. If you had $10 in this trade, you might put lower amounts. Maybe you put like $1 margin because at most maybe 20% margin. If you put 20% of your cross margin into a trade like this, like I did, your liquidation price is going to be about the same if you did the same entry with 20% of your margin. So you probably put $2 in the trade and you have $2 and the price goes up to here. Let's see how much money you would make. You're going to earn half of that $2 every percent we go up. So if we go from here, let's see, you got about the same price. Or you got the dip down, you got a little bit later. If you put $2 in trade here, cross margin, we go up here, that's 190%. So you would earn half of 2, which is 1, times 190. You would earn $190 for money you got from me for free. So I hope there's some people out there that took this trade that I gave you the money for free that's going to turn that $10 I gave you into $190. There's going to be people out there that took it. And I told you guys yesterday, like, email me. Only a few people emailed me. A reminder for entering this trade, the weekly RSI was oversold. Daily recover from being oversold. 4-hour RSI wasn't completely oversold, so our trade's risky. And we were trying to wait for the 1 minute, but did not wait for the 1 minute all the way. Let's go over here and see how our trade is doing on the WEEX platform. I'm up in the money. I got $2 profit so far. We're in the money. Good job. So I'll put the link to the WEEX platform in the chat. If you're not able to use METC anymore for Americans, Canadians, WEEX is not KYC'd. But for my open order, if I wanted to take profit at that 36 cents, I would go over here. I would put 0.36, or you could do Z35999. Front run everybody at 30 cents. Ha ha ha. And let's drop this down a little bit. Let's put 100%. I have this much USDT in the trade, about $5,000 USDT. That's what it will look like. And I would hit close, and my order is in there. So by having an order in there first, if the Doge goes to 36 cents, my order would fill faster than all the people at 30 cents. And going over here, I would earn over $9,000 from this trade. Right now, I'm at break even. Price keeps staying around my entry for some reason. But reminder again, we go up to 36 cents. This trade alone will earn over $9,000. The only thing I had to risk was $500. That's the only thing I had to risk, $500. Some of you guys, the most that you had to risk for this same trade, I give you $10. So actually you have no risk. You have $10 that you can use for this trade. which will, if you put one, like $2 margin, you would earn 190. So think about it. I hope some of you guys are learning and practicing that I gave you the money for free. If you never had any money on your WEEX account, consider it for free. I've been giving away a lot of the money lately for some of you guys. Discord, trading, giveaways. We had the charts where I asked the people to share their charts yesterday about the GameStop, about good entries based off of what they learned. I'll give it one more day for you guys to do that homework. I know some of you guys are behind, but check out what Newman did. I'm not saying copy him, but he went, and make sure you put GameStop on the chart. He went and did a chart talking about the best entry and the best take profits. I think I had a chart similar on GameStop that I used as well for you guys. I'm not sure if I put it in here. I did something similar for Bitcoin, like best take profit that you could have done. And then the last time you could have taken profit before loans got trapped in the Bitcoin positions. But check the Discord announcements for that information. There's only 2 people entered so far, so one of them is going to get $100. Right now, there's like 50-50 that they are going to win, whichever one's the best chart. All you have to do is show which one has the best entry and exit based off of RSI plus MACD. You don't have to use another indicator, just these 2 indicators, and make sure it's on your chart. Even if you don't have the TradingView Premium, even if you have the free version, you can use RSI plus MACD. Just take off your volume indicator because volume counts as an indicator. And this is our second video of the camp. We're going to do until July 5th, possibly do more if people are learning. Let's go back here, look at my trade. I'm up about $2 profit so far. And when I go to my chart over here, I think my chart also, when I switch it out in the weekly, let's go to Doge. So this is a TradingView chart. Let me look at the original. Yeah, it shows that local top over here. It's not bad. Let's put it back on the 5 minutes though, because we are breaking up higher highs. I'm up $4 profit on this trade so far. I'm earning some money. It would be nice to earn over $100 on this trade live while I'm doing this session, because one person is going to get that $100 for that GameStop chart. If you took the same trade earlier on your low balance accounts, how much are you up so far? Put it in the YouTube chat. I'm up about 3%, so that's about $3. I should have put an exact $100 for you guys, but I did like 99.9 something. Next time I'll keep it exactly the same, so it's easier to calculate. And I'm going to give you a formula real quick if you want to learn how to do a $0 liquidation strategy. Let me open this up on Paint real quick. So to get $0 liquidation, so $0 liquidation strategy for 50 times leverage. I'm going to write about the things that you need. I'll put the formula, and then you guys can take a screenshot. I'll also add this to the chart channel, so we can watch the price go up with my earnings as well real quick while I make that chart for you guys. So for the $0 strategy for 50 times leverage, the math is simple. 0.50 times margin equals so So, example. Let me add this to the thing for you guys. So multiply. All right, so I have that for you guys. I'm gonna throw it in the Discord channel real quick as well. I'll put it in general chat. So this is the $0. I'm up over $6 so far, but if you go to Discord general chat, this is the formula. Take a screenshot right now. Take a screenshot right now. Yeah, if Elon does a tweet, this trade will explode. It will go up drastically. I hope that Elon tweet happens while we're doing this. It'd be funny. You guys got a screenshot of this? You guys had enough time to take a screenshot? I hope you guys had enough time to take a screenshot. All right. I'm going to close off this. We're going to go back to the charts. So this trade, I'm up. The chart keeps moving, but that's good. We can see where I entered the trade at right here. We can see where I entered the trade. We can see that the 5-minute is getting overbought again on Doge. We can watch it live as it's moving over here. But price is still above my entry for this long. I didn't get the best entry, but I got a decent entry from the data we had earlier. How far did price come below my entry? About 0.19% to 0.20%. So even if I wanted to, I could not have gotten that absolute order for it to fill at that price at this moment in time. But the people that watch me, they could have got it at the same price or a little bit cheaper. Unless they're tuning in now. Now the price is starting to run on that Doge position. And my profit is already going up a little bit. It's already up almost $6. So as you're watching that, let me explain some terms real quick. So look over here, your account equity. This is that total amount that's in your account on this Futures Pro. I don't have a futures bonus. I would like one. Sometimes they give you one. It does say that I have $399 available margin to enter another position. That's only because my trade is green. If the trade starts going red, this balance will drop for the available. None of it's frozen. My total unrealized, that's just the funding fees, trading fees right now. So we're going to go up here and watch this trade a little bit closer. I'm back negative a little bit on this trade. About even. The price came back down to my entry again. But as you can see here, it came back down to my entry. I want to go over here, go to trading view. I want to watch this on the 5 minutes real quick and see. I do have this green zone that I need to take off. Let's go back to the large time frame, clean my chart up real quick. But reminder, if we go up to 36 cents, I would earn over $9,300 from this trade. That would be beautiful. Let's see what Bitcoin and everything is doing at this time. So even though I am trading only Doge at this time for this lesson, I do like to watch the other cryptos to see how they're performing. And it looks like Doge is going up into the bottom of this liquidation block before Bitcoin even touches that liquidation block. And when I'm in a Dogecoin long and I see Bitcoin hasn't hit that liquidation block yet, it makes me feel a little bit better. So I do know that if Bitcoin starts coming in this liquidation block and starts climbing, we can go up. Frozen is how much is inside your orders, digital. Frozen is your buy limit orders. Long or short limit order to open trades. That's just the amount opening trades. But if Doge starts breaking up here on this position here, I would make a lot more money. It doesn't really fit the criteria of a green block, but if we get oversold one more time, come back down completely oversold, it could. We are getting a bullish divergence. Let me show you that real quick. We are getting bullish divergence on Doge on the 5 minutes. We were getting bullish divergence. Now this new 5 minute candle open. We have 1 minute till the next candle opens, but we were getting some bullish divergence. If we go to the 15 minutes, we can see that a little bit better. Right now, you see this 15 minutes, and I'll show you this indicator. Remember, this indicator that I'm using for the RSI divergence is called RSI divergence. If you want to add that to your chart, go to indicators at the top, center trading view, RSI divergence. And this is the indicator by Shizaru. You just add it to your chart. But I'm looking at Doge at 15 minutes, showing me that this could break out. And this isn't a breakout trade on the weekly. Like, this is not a weekly breakout trade. This is actually a good accumulation spot for a lot of traders on the weekly for Doge. It's a breakout trade for the short time frame like we did earlier. But watching Doge here and looking at that 15-minute RSI get overbought, potentially curving back down. We look at the MACD as well. When we look at the RSI, let's zoom in both of those together. But I mentioned earlier, if the yellow line crosses under that white line, we would start picking up some of that bearish momentum. We're already started losing bullish momentum on the 15-minute for the last 20 minutes. You measure this. 45 minutes. My bad. Each candle's 15 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes. We've been losing bullish momentum. But if you go to the daily MACD, boom, the daily looks great. Daily MACD shows that Doge has bullish momentum. And we really started recovering again on the MACD on June 24th over here. But the RSI was already oversold prior. So lesson learned, RSI occurs oversold before MACD turns bullish. RSI is a leading indicator. MACD is lagging. So RSI will be earlier than MACD for you guys interested. And that's why I think, like, looking at this daily, this chart's lined up to go for the upside. Like, that's why I'm willing to risk 500, because I could risk 500 here, and maybe I would have to do this 3 to 4 times before I get a really good trade. And that maximum loss over there 4 times, I would give it 4 trades. That would be about $2,000. But I think eventually we will go back up to these liquidations. And let's just see the charts here. The daily is beautiful. Let me take a screenshot of this. I want to add this to my Discord charts over here. So RSI is still bullish for Doge. This is the daily chart. Let me take a screenshot. I know this one looks a little bit wild. And I took a screenshot without my face in here. Just throw this in the chart channel. But the daily, I even did a daily chart yesterday, but Doge is prime. We're getting there. We are getting very bullish over here. Anybody in the voice chat or YouTube that got the free USDT took the trade? So how about this? Let's share the good news with other people. I have a Twitter account. Let's share the good news with other people. Go over here, go to ets.com, Twitter. We're going to add this picture here, and we're going to let everybody know that we are bullish on Doge. So we're letting people know that the weekly MACD is still maintaining the bullish momentum from that area that we recovered from the oversold zone for Doge. If you're holding Doge, then let us know. I'll put this chart out, and if you guys retweet this chart, it will get Doge trending a little bit more on Twitter as well. So if you're in the long and you want more people to see Doge and trending, go retweet, go comment. But this is what we see up here. It looks very bullish. It would have been better if you got it way down here. Not many people got it down there, but we're up here now. This is what it looks like, and we're going to go to our trade over here. I'm still up a little bit of profits. Very little profits, but I'm up a little bit of profits. If anybody has any questions so far, I want to type the word question in the chat. Anybody have any questions?
Is that the what platform is that?
This is the WEEX platform.
Oh, okay.
This is futures.
Yeah,
I showed earlier of how to do a trade on spot earlier as well.
You're offering $10?
Well, the people that signed up on the lesson, just so that the lesson would be a lot easier for them. This was yesterday. I told people yesterday to send me your MetaMask address and stuff. But I think I sent out $50 earlier. 5 people sent me their USDT address so that they could follow along with this lesson today.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, send me the link and the message, and I'll try to get my lazy butt over there eventually.
I sent you a link, so you can sign up now. You get the free airdrop if you just create an account now. I put the link in the YouTube chat as well. You can get the free airdrop for the WXT token.
All right, give me some time. I'm in the middle of my trade right here.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of this trade right now as well, and it goes back to my entry a lot. So this is the thing. It goes back to my entry. And when I look at this here on the chart, we can see for Doge that it keeps coming back to my entry, but I think it will break up through those liquidations. And when it starts breaking up, we can see some of those bigger profits. We put Doge and Bitcoin over here. Oh, there we go. Bitcoin's right under those shorts. ETHW also coming up quite nicely. We broke that $2.50 over here. So in this trade, I'm in the profits now. I'll be even more profits once we start coming through these liquidations. How many of you guys in YouTube chat are in a Doge long? Bitcoin breaks through these liquidations. It's already invalidating this bearish pennant. We have a double bottom target. Where's the double bottom target? Right here. 62,370. We'll hit that. That's only $100 away. Our falling wedge target on Bitcoin is 63,100. So Bitcoin still has that potential to go up 1.4%. So if Bitcoin can go up 1.4%, something like Doge might go 4%. 4% would be big. My trade would be up drastically if we moved up 4% in price. It definitely would take me further away from my entry, and I would like to see that on the charts. How many of you guys took the trades on the YouTube chat or following this lesson? I don't see any questions so far, so that's good. You guys are learning. How about this? So let's look over the charts that people did for the lesson about GameStop entries real quick. This chart right here, let me just throw it up on the YouTube, the big screen. Because by the time we get done looking at this, we'll see those breakups. So this was a Discord user shared their chart. They put the image DCA, sell, can't be trusted. I think this is an indicator they're looking at. And they put the image. It doesn't really show the best buy or sell though. So, I don't know what they're doing there. Noob did this. Newmaster did this one. Newmaster. So this is pretty good. He did his buy down here when the RSI is completely oversold. And the MACD is still not all the way down, but it's a decent area. And then he did the sell before the MACD got completed, which RSI was overbought the first time. That's not the worst take profit. It's a good one though. So for GameStop from $9 to $13 buy, take profits 48 to 55. That's pretty good. So far, he's the only one that I see besides this chart. And this chart right here, it shows something else. I'll have to pop it up on the YouTube, so let me grab the link real quick. Go back over here. This is the other chart that one of the students shared. They said the best time to enter was right here, and the best time to exit at the... They put the absolute top, but the arrows on the RSI shows down here. So it does look very good that you buy an RSI oversold, take profit RSI overbought completely on the weekly. And the MACD. His MACD, he took profit on the second one. But it's not the same spot though. So the only issue with this chart, they're not at the same spot. The MACD and the RSI, it looks like the same candle. I guess I should have been getting to draw a line, but it's not that far apart though. A few weeks in the take profit on GameStop. So yeah, people are learning more about the RSI and MACD, combining that together, and about the potential of entries and take profits just from those two indicators. And you got more indicators. Right now, I have this parabolic SAR indicator, and when I go to the bigger time frames like the daily on Doge, daily parabolic SAR, this yellow dots, we're still uptrending on this daily parabolic SAR, and we've been uptrending since June 26th. We recovered hard June 24th and June 19th from those dips. But this is what the daily looks like, and we're still significantly below this moving average. Yeah, I run my RSI on sits for the length that sits. Joe King just put his in there as well. I'll pop yours up on the YouTube as well, Joe King. Let me teach you guys something about TradingView real quick. So, in TradingView, at the top, let's see. Let me double check this. They moved the button. There it goes. There it goes. Let me teach you this real quick. Took me a moment to find it. So in TradingView, if you click your profile picture or the hamburger bars, whatever you see on the top left, you can change it from dark mode to light mode. Some people, this is light mode, dark mode. See what light mode looks like? Let's change it back to dark mode. Oh no. It changed my font size. So if you mess up on TradingView, just hit Control Z. What? Let me refresh. I'm going to refresh the whole thing. No. All right. So here's an issue with TradingView I just figured out for the first time today. Light mode and dark mode changes your font size. That needs to get fixed on TradingView. Let's go over here. Let's add another window open. Let's load this chart and see and pray that it did not mess up. It changed my font size. So pretty bad. TradingView should have fixed that issue. I was just trying to show people how to show light and dark. But look at this. It made my font size so small. Now I have to go back and change my font size on everything. And it changed my whole background color. Lesson learned. Don't enable and disable light and dark mode. Let me check real quick. So if you go to your chart settings and you go to the canvas over here, let me show you real quick. You right click your chart, settings, canvas. You go to your text. I think 40 is good. I'm going to put my background like a dark black. So we fixed the Dogecoin chart kind of. Price is already up a lot more, by the way, from that entry and everything. It feels a little bit weird. Let's go up here to settings. We're going to change this one to 40. Put the background black. I don't think I got the right background for this one, so let's go back to settings. I like dark black, so it's better contrast on television and stuff. I'm going to highlight both of these. Settings, canvas. And then one more chart. So at least you guys get to learn how to change your font size on TradingView now. All right, 1, 2. We have decimals after Bitcoin. I don't like that, so we're going to go settings. You can go to symbol at the top. And we're going to change it to precision 0 decimal. Integer. For Doge, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4 decimals is fine. So symbol, precision 4 decimals fine. And then, because I want like 4 numbers. Bitcoin's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we start this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do one more number on ETH-W. So 1, 2, 3, 4 decimals. Just to make the chart more balanced. ETH has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to do 1 decimal for ETH to make it more balanced. Although that looks a little bit creepy, it's fine. I think I left it on gradient too. So let's go back to canvas and click solid. Let's save my chart. Save at the top. And let's see what this looks like now. Everything looks back to normal. Look a little bit better. Great. I guess I'm in the money too because Doge was going up during this time as well. Yeah, it's good you mentioned Tesla because Doge is kind of correlated to Tesla. If Tesla does very good and has very good earnings and stock price, Doge will probably go up. Speaking about Doge going up, let's see how much I've earned so far on this Doge position. $4 profit so far. Not bad, not bad. So looking back over here at the trade, I showed you guys earlier, why I entered the trade. The number one reason that daily RSI was completely oversold a few days ago, started recovering. So the people that missed it a few days ago or missed this green block earlier, if you missed this green block earlier, and I could have just kept my trade open from this green block earlier and be up over 1%, but I closed it to show you guys. And I just re-entered a little bit higher price. Joe King put his chart up there as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to go over to all the people that put their charts probably tomorrow. So if you didn't do that GameStop lesson from yesterday for your chart, do it today because tomorrow I will pick a winner. Doge is about to come up through these liquidations, by the way. And I want to see my money going up while Doge is doing that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another page over here. And I'm going to try to monitor that trade while this is happening. I'm going to try to add this to the chart here as well to show that trade. And remember, on that trade that I opened on the WEEX platform, this is a very risky trade. Usually I don't go trades this risky. I just did this risky today to show you like the potential profit, potential losses. It wasn't the worst entry either. But my entry is at 12,523. And let's add this to the chart over here. 12,523. 12. What? Let me double check real quick. Let me just copy and paste it. Let me add it on the chart here. I'm going to click this text and put a call out. 12,523. So this was about my long entry. And this is the current price going into the profits. And we're going to try to add those profits on the chart as well while I'm streaming this to you guys. The problem is it's going to make the other page a little bit unreadable almost. So I'm going to add this to the chart as well. Let me fix this for you guys. And we're going to try to make this zoomed in here as well. I'm just trying to organize this so we can see it on the chart. Oh, this is perfect. So now we're able to watch this trade while we're in it as well. Let's go ahead and trim off that little bit of the gray right there. But yeah, we can see this trade, how much I'm earning as we go up on Doge. So this is a trade we started in this lesson, and we're watching it go up a little bit as well. I did start this lesson late. I do apologize. We were supposed to start at 6 o'clock, but we started at 7. And 7 o'clock was way better start for the chart than starting at 6, because this is what Doge was like at 6 at a much higher price. We waited for that price to come down at least 0.5%, so we could get a good entry for this lesson as well for the trades. Because I don't think you guys wanted to spend that first hour waiting for an entry on a trade. If you're in a long, how much profit are you up so far? Let us know. Taname is negative 8%. Numasur is up 3.85%. Good stuff though. Russell is up 15%. Taname is down negative 13% on another trade, and Tel One's up 120%. Let me take a quick screenshot real quick. Look at this numbers. Man. I'm up about $6 on this trade. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll take it. Take it or leave it. I'll take it. Wavy's up 25%. Nice, Wavy. When we get through these liquidations, we'll probably all be up even more. Come on, Doge, break it up for us in our trades. We already went over the potential take profits. I added a chart on that. I'll pop that back up for you guys as well. I'll open that up over here actually. So let me remind you guys about that take profit. This is a chart I put in the Discord. If Doge goes up to 36 cents, and that weekly RSI gets completely rebought, my profit from this trade will be about $9,350. But if I take profit on this double top at 22.869 cents, my profit will be about $4,130. $2,000 profit at 17.54 cents. This will be at the top of this falling wedge breakout. And if I wait until the 14.3 cents for top of these shorts, a closer target, I would earn $709. If we go to 11.349, I lose $500 on this trade. I would be liquidated. So understand the risk to reward ratio. The reward ratio up there, I could earn a lot of money if Doge breaks up and goes to that weekly RSI before retesting and going down to where I would be liquidated. But if I do get liquidate for $500 on this trade, I would probably just do another entry. And I may use $1,000 on that trade and have a liquidation price under 7 cents. It's good to see you guys are up on Doge though. Hope you guys are making good profits on Doge. And for some of you guys tomorrow, if you did the form, if you did the link, understand what's going to happen tomorrow. Let me pop up that image. So, oh yeah, let me pop up the liquidation stuff for you guys real quick. So if you want that $0 liquidation strategy for the 50 times leverage, you have to multiply 0.5 times your margin. That 0.5 is the 50 times divided by 100, which gives you 0.5. You multiply 0.5 times your margin, and that's going to be how much profit or loss each 1% move. Now, multiply 0.5 times your margin in the trade, and then multiply that total amount by 100 to find out how much you need on cross margin for $0 liquidation strategy. Example, if you have a $100 margin at 50 times leverage, you're going to need $5,000. How did I get $5,000 to get that $0 liquidation? You do $100 times 0.5, which is giving $50. Multiply that 50 by 100, and that's 5,000. So if you want to do this $50 margin, 50 times leverage with $100 margin, you'll need 5,000 to defend it. $0 liquidation. But you guys that signed up, and I saw you guys sign up for the campcharts.com. We have like 21 people. A lot of you guys gave me your MetaMask. It's good you gave me your MetaMask because tomorrow we're going to go into DeFi trading. We're going to trade on the Pulse Chain network, and I will be sending you guys a little bit of Pulse Chain. I'll be sending you a little bit of Tame tokens, as well as a little bit of DAI stablecoin, so you can practice those trades. And really, the balance that I send you really depends on how many people sign up and do it. I'm probably going to send out, there's already a lot more money demanded for that part. And this is crypto I'm providing you guys for free. But let me show you what we're going to be trading tomorrow so that you are prepared. Go over here, go to www.tametoken.com. This is my community token that I made for the Discord. Gave out a large supply for free. It's going to pull you to this debt screener. And this is what our Tame token chart looks like right now. So ever since February 18th until now, we are up and to the right. Our chart from the absolute first moment of the version 2 liquidity to the absolute bottom it dropped 13%. So there were a moment in time where you could have got it cheaper than day one price. But after day one to day two was 260%. So realistically, nobody really got in on day one at this price. I think the candle when I provided liquidity went up to here about 40% after I added liquidity. So nobody retail got in until after 40% automatically anyways. So looking over here, after retail started getting in trading, it went up over 3,700% for the all-time high. And then it took a very long time to get a new all-time high. You measure from here to here. It took us 99 days. Oh, wow. Almost 100 days to get a new all-time high. Imagine we'd hit an all-time high every 100 days. Oh, that'd be cool. But this is what you guys are going to learn how to be trading on tomorrow. And this is on the Pulse Chain Network. It's low liquidity, so it's going to be fun for you guys. That I seen you some crypto for free, some DAI, some Pulse Chain, some Tame tokens for free. See what kind of moves you can make. Because if you look right here, this last trade, 7 cents. Someone sold 37,000 Tame token for 7 cents. This person, they bought 1.5 million Tame tokens for $3.20. So 20 of you guys that signed up, gave me your MetaMask, I'm sending you crypto tonight and tomorrow that you are going to be able to use for Tame token trading lesson tomorrow. And we're going to trade Tame token and maybe a few more of the Pulse Chain tokens. I'm going to teach you how to add liquidity, provide liquidity, and maybe transfer out. But there are bridge fees. So I'm giving it to you guys directly on the Pulse Chain Network. So when I give you this crypto, it's going to be on your MetaMask. It's going to be on the Pulse Chain Network. So you don't have to bridge it over, which is a good thing. You'll just connect your MetaMask to the site, switch to Pulse Chain Network, and go from there. But let's watch the charts here, see how this Doge Long is doing. Let me check this image real quick. So we had this yesterday too about the free prizes. Only a few people actually sent me their addresses for the WEEX. And those people that sent me their WEEX user ID and then their address for the USDT, I sent them the USDT earlier today before this lesson. There's still time for tomorrow's lesson if you want to email tametheark@gmail.com your MetaMask address. Or if you want to make it super easy for me, which I would greatly appreciate, go to campchart.com, sign up there, put your MetaMask address there so I can select the whole list of MetaMask and send it to those people in order. That would make it super easy for me. So go to campchart.com. In that Google form, just put your MetaMask address with your email signed up, and I will give you that crypto that you can use for the lesson tomorrow, or you can just keep it. It's up to you. I don't care. But the people that want to learn and experience this, I'm doing this so that they don't have to put their own money up for this. And it's a good feature. I've earned enough money from the YouTube AdSense that I can do this type of stuff for you guys for free. You guys want to look over how much money I earned from YouTube AdSense last month? Let's check how much I earned last month real quick. I don't know if we can look at this live on stream. Maybe, I don't know. Let's go. Let me check real quick. Can you show? Let me check if there's any terms and service. I think I can show it to you guys. I don't think there's any policy against it. You have to type the address like I did with the HTTP, Teneme. Let's see how much money I've earned from YouTube so far this month. To compare it with how much I've been giving away. So the estimated revenue for this month is $311. I did a giveaway yesterday for $100. There's going to be $100 for the chart competition for the GameStop chart from the RSI MACD. I've already gave out $50 today for the USDT for people to do that lesson. That's $250. And I'm probably going to give out more than 50, probably close to $100 to the people in total tomorrow. So that's 350. I'm giving out $350, but my revenue for the month's only $311. And we go back here like the last 90 days. Even the last 90 days, I haven't even earned over 1,000. But I've probably gave out over 1,000 from giveaways and prizes over the last 90 days as well. If we go to like the last 365 days, the last year, I've only earned about $4,500 from this channel on YouTube, because predominantly I just do the no advertisements. Sometimes I do advertisements on the videos, but mostly I don't do advertisements, especially videos like this. You're not watching ads, no monetization. But for the year, I've earned $4,564 from YouTube. you go back over here to Tame Token chart. Let me find a big buy. Let's go to USDT. Let's do $500 plus. Oh, look at this guy. He's buying $555 of Tame Token. Look at this. So if I put the markers on the chart, if I filter by this wallet, I can filter the buys. So this wallet alone purchased more than $4,000, $4,500 worth of Tame Token. Woo! That's why the price is up to the right, probably. Because that wallet, from me, that I earn YouTube revenue, I put all that money for the past year into buying Tame Token that I gave away to people for free in my Discord and in public that sold it to me. So people tried to dump the Tame Token on my face, but I kept buying it, and we made new all-time highs. So it's pretty cool. And this is where we are now. If that trend continues, up and to the right. Very simple mathematics. Up and to the right. As long as there's buy pressure more than sell pressure, up and to the right. No, you have to actually write the link or copy it after it's in your browser, Taname. If you just type www, it's not going to be a hyperlink. But I'm going to teach you guys how to use the Pulse Chain Network. We're going to go over stuff like HETs on Ethereum, HETs on Pulse Chain. So tomorrow is going to be a really good lesson. And if you really want some free crypto to participate in that lesson, all you have to do is go to campcharts.com, put your MetaMask in there, and you're going to get some free crypto tonight or tomorrow that you can use in tomorrow's lesson. Because you guys, you don't need to put your own money for the educational purpose. You don't want to mess up and lose your own money, right? In case you make a mistake. There's not really any homework tonight that I can think of, but I'll just write a task real quick. So tonight's homework from Camp Charts: show your Doge long entry and where you plan to take profit on the chart. Include margin and trade, leverage used, liquidation price, all on your chart. Draw it if you have to. Show actual P&L numbers as well. So that's the homework for tonight. I'll put it in the Discord. Your homework tonight, just for the camp chart, show your Doge long entry and where you plan to take profit on the chart. Include margin and trade, leverage, liquidation. And then I'll put a chart, for example, do a chart similar to this, but have all of those requirements and the areas where you'll take profits. So it's going to be like a chart like this. You'll build a chart like this as well by yourself and put it in my Discord in the charts channel. And throw that in the charts channel, because I think some of you guys are learning by doing these tasks. We are down on our Doge long, by the way. Not near liquidation, but we are down. And it's just a small retrace right here. We did get overbought again on that 5-minute RSI. And the MACD. Let me look at liquidations here. We so many liquidations above us to break above 13 cents. Bitcoin started getting rejection harder and coming down faster than Doge. But these candles are zoomed out. It's about 9 o'clock. So I think closer to 12, we might see a little bit more volume picking up. But the new hourly candle just comes in 4 minutes. I like that hourly candle. Nice. Numisor already put his chart as well. I'll show that on the YouTube. He said he didn't fill all the way, let's show his chart that he did. So he already did part of the homework. I'm gonna double check it. I didn't look at all of it. Oh, so this was the chart that Numasor put. He said, trade for the crypto class tonight with the 10 USDT. Order did not fully fill yet, but he's up a few percent already. So you look right here, he was up about 18 cents, which is over 2% return on investment, which is good. If you can earn 2% per day trading, 2% per day trading, and you can compound that, your portfolio will outperform the stock market. He did an average entry price of 2.513. Oh, he did ETH-W. He decided to go into ETH-W instead of a Doge. But ETH-W was at that better area on the weekly RSI. And ETH-W is even further away from the all-time high. But his liquidation price, super close, 2.296. So his liquidation price is way closer percentage-wise than my Doge liquidation price. To put that in perspective. But I'll be holding this long. I hope this class is teaching you guys a little bit more. And I'm probably going to let this trade run. And reminder, if we go to my liquidation price, I would probably open another trade. And if I open any like significant trades on the Discord, like the lower leverage trades where I'm not super over leveraged, I just put it and share my entries in the Discord. But the people that missed the trade earlier, they probably have some moments where they can enter the trade at the same price or below where I entered. It wasn't the best entry, and we can see that it wasn't the best entry. But even though it wasn't the best entry, the price go up after me? Yes. It went up 0.1% here and 0.27% here, which isn't even good in my metric. I want the price to go at least the minimum 0.3%. For Doge, at least 0.5% up is like a base metric for what is a good trade for me. So if we come down here, I can draw a green block in the Discord for some of you guys. If anybody in the class tonight has any questions, you don't understand anything, send me an email, tametheark@gmail.com, for some of you guys that were watching. And if you're in Discord, you don't have to email me. If you're in the Discord, just message me on Discord. You can see my name up here in the voice chat. That's going to be the easier thing to do. But yeah, if anybody has any questions on voice chat too, I can take those questions real quick before we hop off this lesson. And then we'll put back the automatic charts. When I close this trade, I'll put it and show you off your profits in Discord. Same thing, when you guys close your trade, put it and show off your profits in Discord as well. That channel is full of people taking profits. Oh, my Coinbase report, over 152,000 there. A recent Doge long earned over $1,100. 310%. I didn't put the P&L for this trade, but the entry is at 11,772. But yeah, you see it like Alexandre, he earned over $6,000. Sorry, $67,000 from P&L for the year. So he's been making a lot of trades to get that up. His last short on Bitcoin earned over 500%. He earned $35,000 shorting Bitcoin on that trade. Pink Panther sharing quite a few trades as well. $9, $95, $26, $75, $21. Lots of good profits up here in the Discord that people are showing off. Dr. Smile showing his chart where he sold and where he bought on spot, I believe. Another 5,000% plate on not short. So my fair desk copy trade. Bitcoin entry at 70,611. Took quick profits $69,400 and something. Did a Doge long for 400%, made $147 for this trade. So lots of us, like this Discord just goes up. These are all some short-term trades as well. $588, $312, $4, it's 21. Just all a bunch of small trades. Oh, I put this in here. Oh yeah, this was a Doge long where it earned over $1,600 from. And that price was up higher than what we have here, 14 cents. Over $2,000 for this Doge trade on 2 times leverage. I earned 17%. So my goal this year to turn a $5,000 account balance into $100,000. I'm about halfway there for the end of the year as well. I'll probably make that target. And then after that account's at 100,000, I'll have another plan, maybe 100K to $1 million, and give myself 1 year for that account balance. So if I pull this one account off from 5K to 100K in 1 year, and then second year 100K to 1 million, really that's 5,000 to $1 million in 2 years. That's just for one of the accounts. Other accounts have already done stuff similar to what I'm trying to backpedal and do again. Bitcoin is coming down quite hard after it got rejected from the 200 EMA, by the way. We have the 200 EMA right here, this orange line, and it's right in that liquidation block. It looks like the shorts were defending themselves quite hard. So 62,300, that is going to be an area of tension. Let me add that to the chart. I believe that if we break 62,300, that would liquidate a lot of shorts and cause a big green candle, by the way, for Doge. So let me add that on the chart. And we have the resistance right near that area because they were defending their shorts positions. Anybody have any questions before we hop off here? Anything you would like to ask about that maybe we did not cover today? All right. If that's no questions, we can wrap up this stream. You can email me as well. We can kind of wait a little bit longer if you want to see how this blood goes. We can see the trade is still negative. Negative $19. Why is it not on here? Oh, there it goes. We're negative $22 on this trade so far from our long. Price started breaking down quite hard after we came up here into the liquidation block. So it does show me that they are trying to defend their shorts tonight. Would I be willing to add a short to this position to hedge it? Possibly I could. That's something I could do. It would increase my risk, but let me show you how to do that as well real quick. So if I think Bitcoin might come down, I could hedge my Dogecoin long with a Bitcoin short. So I would go up here to futures. I would go to Bitcoin. And if I think Bitcoin is going to come down, but it's already down under 62,000 on futures. Coming down quite fast. Yeah, Bitcoin's coming down quite fast. I could hedge the trade by opening a Bitcoin short, and that would, if Bitcoin falls down while Doge falling down, it's possible. Or I could do a Dogecoin short with half the margin to hedge, but I don't want to do that strategy right now. That's for another day. I'm just willing to risk the $500 if we go to 11.351 liquidation for Doge. We're not down that much from my entry. Like we could bounce from here. So I'm going to keep this trade open and I'm not going to hedge it. It's a little bit too late to hedge for this as well without incurring some more losses. But yeah, I could have hedged it with Bitcoin up here as well when we started running up on Bitcoin. That is something to consider. But sometimes you have to be careful hedging with a different pair because there are moments in time when Bitcoin's pumping and some altcoins are still dumping, and that increases your chances of liquidation. My trade. Bitcoin looks like it came down all the way back under this orange block, though. A reminder, before we did open this trade, it was a risky area, and it was not the absolute best entry. We took the trade regardless. We're suffering right now, but there's still room for profits on this trade, and daily still supports that there's room for the profits on this trade. So that's one reason why I'm still holding the trade open as well. Looking over here at Doge, we see that if we come down all the way through this block and liquidate, it's only $500. I could open another trade in that scenario. But thinking back, I could have opened a Bitcoin short up here, and Bitcoin came down at 0.6%, while Doge is down by about 0.60%. It would have hedged my position, and I would have no losses right now. I did cross. But I think it's too late for me to hedge my position right now, Joe King, if I wanted to do a Bitcoin short. It could be too late, but what's that saying? Better late than never? Because this is not even down 1%. It's late, but not super late. I just feel like I want to keep this Doge long open, even though we did this big red candle, because this could be a fake out. I've seen sometimes we do fake outs like this and then recover. And now we actually have another good point of data for the uptrend to draw our lines from. To see. We may have to adjust this depending on the next few candles that roll in here. But I think this could be a potential fake out to trap some people into shorting into this bottom, hoping that it bleeds down further. I'm only risking 500, so my strategy, instead of hedging right here, I'll keep the trade open. If we liquidate this trade, I'll open another trade much lower and have a lower liquidation. So I find that when your Doge price is much lower and your liquidation price is much lower, you're making more profits than entering at a higher price with higher liquidation, because you can get more contracts at that cheaper price. So if you're able to get more contracts, you're okay with the lower liquidation price. Let me do a YouTube poll before. Let's see. How will this Doge long turn out? Huge profits, liquidated. There's only two ways this trade is going to come out: huge profits or liquidated. There's only two ways this trade will come out. Oh yeah, don't add more to a losing trade like this, Mar Valley. Like, wait. You can wait until it's liquidated and then add more if you really want to. But vote. Let me tell you guys. I've done trades like this before. Usually the payouts better than the losses over time for stuff like this. But let me know if you think I'm going to be liquidated or huge profits on this trade. I drew a trend line for the uptrend here from that local bottom we had earlier at 12.5. And we're still heading up. We're still up over 1% from there. If Doge bounces off this line and goes back up, all the people shorting it down here would get wrecked. And it's better to not short Doge, because the most an asset can go down 100%. But an asset can go up 200%, 300%, 4, 5. So it's better to long bottoms than short tops, in my opinion, when it comes to trading, because you make more money that way. I've seen many times Doge go up over 100%. Not many times have I seen Doge go down over 100%. But this could be an area of a bounce as well. We've seen fake outs come in. I do know around 9:50 to 10 p.m. there are some exchanges that do the auto buys as well. I think Binance and Coinbase, Robinhood, they all have auto buy features on certain days where they buy a certain amount at certain times of the day for people that have the auto pay on. If you think this is a good entry, Joe King, you could add that to your chart as well. What from the data we had earlier in the stream, we already knew that that wasn't the best entry. I even entered after the orange block. I even entered after the price went up over 0.5% from the orange block. And after I entered my long, price did go up a little bit at first. And then it came down one time. But from the area I entered my trade, like I had the best entry of my trade right here for only about 10 minutes. And then it went down for 40 minutes before it come back up. The area of the best entry after that was about 12.5, but you cannot have bought that many Doge at 12.5. And it went up for about 1 hour before starting to come back down. But this is like a double bottom from my orange block. There's at least 6 candles apart. But we come down here, double bottom. This would be a way better entry. I just took the trade earlier to show the risk of the trade, and I didn't want us to wait 5-6 hours for entry of a trade. We took the trade, talked about it, talked about the risk, the reward, the most I will earn versus the most I will lose. And I could lose 500 on that, be fine. At 36 cents, I could earn over $9,000. If I actually hold this Doge long to all-time high and never hits that liquidation, if I add more cross margin to get my liquidation down closer to zero, it would make more money as well. Mike says 17 to 18 cents Doge. Dude, you're delusional. No, it's not delusional to think that we can go to 17 to 18 cents. It's not delusional, buddy. Come on, man. Why you gotta say stuff like that? It's not delusional to get 17 to 18 cents out of Doge. Everybody knows like that's a possibility. You would not short Doge and try to hold a short on Doge for a year with that liquidation price. Let's go to memory road. Let me remind you another time when people called me delusional, shall I? This is another time people called me delusional. This is me, Tametheark. September 15th, 2023. Dogecoin could break out to at least 21.45 on the weekly time frame. Long. And if you look right here, look at the chart. The price of Doge was at 6.29 cents when I was warning people we're going to go to 21.45. I bet you could wish you could go back in time and buy your Doge at 6.29 cents right now. But let's play this idea out, see what happened. After I played it, boom. We started breaking up to 10 cents. Boom. Oh, delusional. You know what wasn't delusional? The fucking profits. The profits were not delusional. There's a reason you can go from 5K to $1 million in 2 years. Because people think you're delusional, so they won't take the trades. And then when the price runs, they're buying your tops. They're buying your tops. But this was my trade idea. This was my trade idea that I had on the chart here. So when we play that, and even look now, we went from the 6 cents range, came down a little bit, and then get all the way above to 22 cents. And people were calling me delusional at that time instead of buying Doge. And I'll put this link in the chat if you want to look at this. You can hit that play button yourself to see that this is real. Like this bounce is real. People panicked that we had a little drop, saying that I should be shorting right here, but a little drop. I'll put that trading view link in the chat. I was not delusional. I knew the possibilities. Look, when it comes to trading, You should know the potential upside and the potential downside. Don't lie to yourself. If you lie to yourself, you're going to make a bad trade. And we were at 18 cents not that long ago. 18 cents not that long ago. You go over here on the daily chart, you can still see it over here. Look, 22 cents is still up there on the daily chart. We were over there just like 96 days ago. Fun fact, Doge likes to pump almost every 99 days. I think that's why Tame Token likes to pump almost every 99 days. But look right here. From the top to the bottom, it took about 15 days here. And then we pumped again. But now we're over 90 days, getting closer to 97. I think closer to 100. That's when it starts breaking on the upside for Doge. But 17 cents is not delusional. I encourage you, do not short Doge with a liquidation price at 17 cents. Don't short Doge. You can get wrecked shorting Doge. Doge can go up to $1, $2, $3, $4. If they pull liquidity and people buy on the low liquidity, Doge could even go to $10. So be very careful. You know, the lowest that Doge can go is 0. That's a 100% drop if it goes to 0. But if it goes to $10, that's over 10,000%. So don't short Doge. The downside, the risk of shorting is just unfavorable for shorting Doge, especially if you're thinking about a long-term hold. We have one of the richest men alive that supports Dogecoin named Elon Musk. When he has all of his GPU servers set up, when he has the X.com running flawlessly, earning profits from advertising, when he starts putting the Doge tip jar, the Doge payments, incorporating Dogecoin for Tesla payments and all that stuff combined together, and possibly doing subscription services in Doge, I think we will go up to the moon for Doge. So even getting a long tonight on Doge, I don't mind being a bag holder or risk of liquidation on this Doge position. One way that I did hedge my long earlier on liquidation, I set a spot limit buy down there where I'd be liquidate, so that even if I get liquidate, I'll be able to buy some on spot. Now, I probably should have did that with $500 instead of $50 since I'm risking $500. But it's also possible on the upside that as we are going up on Doge on the futures play, as I'm earning profits on this futures play going up, perhaps I could take some profits on that and buy on spot to lower my chance of liquidation while still holding position of Doge and accumulate more Doge that way. But I think this is a good lesson for people to actually see this in the practice and see the potential for a loss versus the gains and see how the trades play out. Unfortunately, there are trades like this where it could take weeks to play out, and we don't have weeks to be watching this and playing it live just for one quick lesson about how to use the WEEX platform for spot and futures trading. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the Tesla as well. Yep, Tesla went down a lot, but it's back up now. I did a Tesla chart as well in the Discord. People didn't like it. You guys want to see my Tesla chart from the Discord back last year? We can play that real quick. This was my Tesla chart back last year. I had in the Discord, Tesla is primed to print, currently oversold on daily, completely is down 55% for 200 EMA, and Elon said he isn't selling more. That price, $106. $106! Why didn't you load up on your fucking Tesla? So yeah, Imagine if you would have bought your Tesla at $106. Yo, 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 yo. Come on now. Instead, you called people delusional. You said Elon's crazy. You say he's a radical right but for buying WEEX.com and exposing corruption. Now we have better portfolios than ever before because of Elon Musk buying WEEX.com. But boy, oh boy, I bet you wish you would have got your Tesla at $106. But I bet many of you did not do that, though. It's a good trade. It's like one of the best trades, but you're afraid of the red. Elon even tweeted earlier today. Check the tweet. I put this in the chat as well. But look at that. Imagine if you would have got Tesla at $106. Out of curiosity, what's the price of Tesla now? $236 per share. Sorry, $231 now. So if you would have got it at 106, you are up more than double your money. Oh, man. Go to WEEX.com. Go to my repost real quick. Replies. And this is something right here, Elon Musk. He says the only publicly traded stock I own is Tesla. And that I tweeted right here as well. A little bit cheeky. That Tesla is primed to print. That's 2022. The number one thing, he said he wasn't going to sell more back then. Very good buy. Very good buy. Oh, look at this giant green candle for Doge coming in here. That's surprising. You wanted us to short Bitcoin at the bottom or short Doge at the bottom of the hedge, but I waited. So Mike says 17 to 18 cents by when? So let's go to I'll put that chart back up in the Discord for you, Mike. You might have missed it earlier. I'll throw a nice chart for you in the chat real quick. I'm not trying to be annoying or anything, by the way. I'm just think it's great that Elon mentioned the only publicly traded stock he owns is Tesla, because he's probably going to say the only crypto he owns are Bitcoin and Doge. So I'm going to add a Discord post. You guys get to see this live. You get to see me live in action on Discord. Everyone, I'm in a Doge long now before Elon Musk ever comes out and says that Doge is the only crypto he owns. Pow! Pow! And then I'm going to add this chart in here as well for Doge while I'm doing that. Let's get this Doge chart in there as well in this announcement. So you guys get to see this live. Usually people have to wait until I tag them to read it, but you guys got to see that live on YouTube. You were like a few seconds first. All right, let's go back to the charts. But I'm in a Doge long before Elon comes out and says that he's holding Doge. Reminding people that he owns Doge. He already reminded us that he owns Tesla. Wait until he reminds the world that he owns Doge. People lose confidence. Nowadays, people are not loyal. They're not loyal to a purpose or a mission. So you have to give them that confidence boost. In the digital age where people are on their cell phones all the time, scrolling, their attention span just drops off the charts. They can't focus. So they'll buy Doge at the top, sell it at the bottom, and they don't buy it again until Elon tweets and the price is spiking. That's when they buy it again. That's not a good trading strategy. You need to be in early. If you're in early before those Elon tweets, you will be rewarded more. In the real world, you are rewarded for loyalty. If you are disloyal, There are punishments for that, as we've seen. And being early in Doge, I promise you the reward to the risk is so much better. If you get in early on the dips before, we never came back to those lows. We never went back under 1 cent for Doge. We barely went back under 5 cents again for Doge. But yes, guys, if you have any questions, if you like this type of format, this class for the charts, for the camp charts, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. Email me. I can answer your questions in an email, but if you're in the Discord, just message me on Discord. It's going to be a lot easier that way. We're going to go through, focus on this trade. When I do end this stream, I'll start up another stream probably and have an automation. And here's a cool thing. When I start the stream back, it will show my Doge long on the WEEX platform for you guys. How about that? So when we end this stream and wrap it up, I'll add the Doge long automatic on the WEEX platform, and you'll be able to see the position and track the position. The only thing you won't be able to see is my face, and if I'm not on voice chat, you will not be hearing my voice, but you'll see these charts. If I draw something on there or write something, I'll let you know. And if you're in Discord, obviously I tag everybody in charts when I'm doing something.
All right, you're gonna post the green block tonight.
I don't know. It might not go there. I don't go plan and say I'm going to draw a green block. The last green block I did for Doge though was this morning after I woke up. I get lucky. Usually I get lucky. I wake up at bottoms or tops on Doge. Look at this. I woke up this morning. I did a green block on Doge. We were oversold. Yes, we dropped a little bit lower, but after that green block, we went up like 0.6%, dropped back down, and then ended up ranging. Now we're up even more than that green block this morning. That was my last green block. How long ago was that green block? About 11 hours from now. So I don't know if it would be green or red. It just depends on what's on the charts when I see it. I'm an indicator, so I don't know. I turned myself into a human indicator for some of you guys, and I'm building trading indicators around it. I have my own green block indicator. I'll show it off to you guys real quick. I'm not trying to brag, but it's a damn good indicator. You go over here for Doge, look at the daily chart, pop it up over here. This was my daily green blocks for Doge in this zone. This was Doge daily green blocks. Imagine if you could have got your Doge down here about 6 cents, or after we stopped printing green blocks around 6 cents and held it until now, you're up 100%. If you held it till that 21 cents, 21.45 that I put the chart about, you're up over, you went to 257%. So from that green block I had to the 21.45 target on TradingView, you went up over 257%. If you did a 200 times leverage play, you're up way more. But a lot of people, I saw some people make over 50,000 on Doge last year from some of their positions. The only position that I saw really losing a lot of money on Doge was a guy that started shorting Doge at 7.3 cents. That's the only person I really saw losing a lot of money on the Doge futures last year. Most of the people I saw were earning money on Doge long last year. Unless there's another guy that just completely over leverages every single trade. But if you want to get the WXT airdrop as well, go ahead and get it early. I'm going to be wrapping up and getting off of here pretty soon as well. If you want to join the Discord, go to onlyscalps.com. We do have Discord rules. You can read about those rules on the Only Scalps website as well. It's only $50 one-time fee to join the Discord. Let me clean this up a little bit before I go here, because this is just a little bit too much of the charts taken up. All right. Does it fit nice and tight down there? Yes. So this, you can see my P&L on that trade. You can watch me while I'm negative and positive on this trade as we go. So subscribe to the channel. We're going to be wrapping up, ending this stream, and then I'll restart the stream for you guys that want to watch the charts and talk amongst yourselves. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Tametheark. Have a good night, everybody. And happy early 4th of July. I think at the White House, you're going to see a nice 4th of July display at the White House this year on the TV. So don't miss it. Watch your TV 4th of July, or watch YouTube something after about the White House. They do some fireworks and stuff too sometimes. Peace out.